That is probably a way better balance than just, ah, AI. You're not, sorry kids, you don't have to know about this. AI is here. There's nothing we can do to stop it. It's a waste of time to try and stop it, which is why these parents are embracing it. In this Business Insider article titled Shielding My Kids from AI Would Be a Mistake by Kelly Burch for Business Insider. I believe that's the dad. I think that's the mom, and one, two, three, four, five kids. Key takeaways are all up here. And it says here that it's been edited for length and clarity. Before we see how he's actually using AI for good instead of just being like, oh no, AI, everybody hide. Be sure to give this video a like. Comment your thoughts on it, whether you think that this is a good use of it, or if you have your criticisms, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe for daily videos of cultural commentary from a man caught between generations. From me, Zillennial Nexus. Getting into the article. As a dad of 5 kids ranging in age from 5 to 15, I use AI throughout the day. It's my profession, but it's also a powerful tool for parenting. It not only makes my life easier in some ways, it also helps my kids prepare for the world they're entering. Yeah, that's one of the arguments in favor of giving children smartphones is because they have to learn how to use them, which I can understand, but also I am against them having unfettered access to the internet. Maybe if you can make a kid-friendly version of it that parents can make adjustments to. I'm pretty sure there are parental controls. I should ask my aunt and uncle who gave my cousins who are now 14 and 15 smartphones about 4 or 5 years ago now, if there's anything like that. AI is inevitable. I like to tell people, you're not going to lose your job to AI, but you will lose it to a person using AI. AI is the tool that's going to shape our future, so I've integrated it into our household. Exactly. It is a tool in the toolbox. Sure, maybe some businesses are going to use that tool to eliminate having to pay someone to do XYZ because AI can do it. But yeah, you don't have to limit yourself just because, oh no, it's this horrible thing. No, it's a tool in the toolbox. It's value neutral. Coming back to the article, AI helps with homeschooling. I homeschool all 5 of my kids. I try to follow the ancient Greek model of education, where you learn, you do, you teach. My kids learn a skill and practice it. Then they demonstrate their knowledge by teaching it to their siblings. If the little kids get stuck on a problem, they ask the older kids for help. But if the older kids can't help, they turn to AI. All of the kids have AI on their phones and tablets, and it acts as their tutor. This is the most this is most powerful when the kids get very frustrated with a problem. The type of problem that makes them want to throw their hands up and say, no one can figure this out. In that moment, AI can guide them through solving the problem, showing them that it can be done. Hey, just like what I was doing this morning when I was trying to fix OBS because I was having frame drops. You may have noticed in some of the recent videos I put out. I'm sorry for those frame drops, but I was trying to get my 4th of July break, and I thought that I could figure it out sooner, that it didn't look that bad. I actually scrapped 3 videos that I recorded yesterday as I record this on Tuesday the 8th because the frame rate dips were just getting that bad. Thankfully now, I'm not having any frame rate drops, as you can see here as I record this right now. So be sure to drop a thumbs up for my problem solving, because I was consulting Grok on how to make it happen. He was able to help me find the things that let me clear out my data, and essentially factory reset OBS. But I won't bore you with too much more behind the scenes details. Getting back to the article. AI enhances kids' problem solving. In our house, have you asked AI for assistance? Is a common refrain. It doesn't just happen with schoolwork either. Recently, the electronic gate on our ranch broke. No one in the family knew how to fix it, so we used AI to walk us through buying a multimeter and testing the electronics. It became a family project, and we all learned a lot. We've also used AI, followed by a trip to Home Depot, to fix our HVAC system. People worry that AI will hinder problem solving, but I'm teaching my kids to use it creatively to enhance their problem solving. I don't think it's too different from learning from another person. That's the airbender spirit right there. Finding creative solutions with that. You can actually tailor it to your different needs and wants for that. You can specify what's going on and then they'll change up. You can also use it to save money by calculating how much more something costs. Like, for example, I was considering switching to buying canned pizza crust to replace making my own because I was so tired of the labor that goes into it. At this point, I decided to just modify the recipe, which Grok was able to do. Okay, Grok modified the recipe, but I eventually decided to just double up the bun recipe so I can do an even 1 cup. And Grok was able to confirm I can get 38 cups of flour from a 10-pound bag. And also, with all the other ingredients factored in, making my own pizza crust for my cast iron pan costs a fraction of the $3.50 that it costs for a can of store brand pizza crust. Let that sink in. And it also helped me figure out that microwave popcorn is actually cheaper than making my own popcorn from the popcorn kernels. 12-pack of microwave bags for $5.50. That yields me about the same as a half a cup of kernels with coconut oil. Yeah, you get the idea. Getting back to the article. I use AI at bedtime and when the kids are arguing. Like many kids, mine love to ask a million questions at bedtime. I'll answer the first 3 or 4, but why questions. Then I hand it over to AI. The computer system has relentless energy to answer questions from even the most persistent kid, and my children usually get tired out after a few minutes. Okay, I'm gonna have to disagree on this a little. Unless I hope you have some kind of filter on it to avoid it giving an answer that they should not be receiving. I'm just going to leave it there. I do the same thing when the kids are arguing. Sometimes I'll ask AI for a second opinion. It leads to good conversations about objective facts versus opinions and how we're influenced by the arguments we hear. Unlike the other thing, I see no problem with this. As long as it's being mediated by you and not the AI itself. AI is important, but so is screen-free time. The biggest difference between humans and AI is that humans can think creatively. I want my kids to know how to step outside the box. My 15-year-old is working on a capstone project, creating a video game. He's using AI to do it, but he has about 4 different AI models involved. Using all those unique tools, he's able to build a game that's better than the sum of its parts. That's what I want my kids to understand about AI. It's most powerful in our hands. As we integrate AI into our lives, we also require some screen-free time. The kids spend time outside without electronics. Recently, they entertained themselves by swimming during that block. And younger kids invented a new dice game that kept them entertained for days. Not getting the kids outside would be a mistake, but so too would shielding them from AI. By integrating it into their lives, I'm equipping them for their futures. That is probably a way better balance than just, ah, AI, you're not, sorry kids, you don't have to know about this. Or the extreme opposite of, all right, I abdicate my duties as a parent. Kids, the AI chatbot's gonna raise you. I'm gonna go do my own thing. No, this is an appropriate middle ground, assuming that the but why questions are have a filter on it for the chatbot so that it doesn't give an answer that children should not be receiving. Because again, at a certain point, you have to train kids for what to expect from the real world rather than raising them in something that functionally doesn't exist, like Tim Pool says about children's content, training them for something that doesn't exist. And AI is something of a powerful tool. I should know. I use it to get title and thumbnail ideas. I have it write the descriptions of the videos. I use it for a variety of things for this channel and in my personal life with, again, figuring out how many portions of something I can get out of this container of, in this case, 38 cups of flour out of a 10-pound bag. You get the idea. So I'm going to wrap it up here. You let me know in the comments down below what you think about all this. Give this video a like. Subscribe for daily videos of cultural commentary from man caught between generations. And I will see you soon.